traded for each other, but not between these two teams. Nick Henry began life as a prospect of the Everett Silvertips, never played for Everett. His rights were traded to Regina. In exchange, Everett got Sean Richards back. Richards now playing for Seattle. Lethbridge with the puck inside the Seattle zone. Centering pass, shot, pad save again right on the doorstep, and Ross gets the pads down to make the save. A centering chance in front, and the Hurricanes can't get a stick to it. Dumped into the Lethbridge zone and quickly cleared back to center as Seattle changes behind the play. Philp off the bench. Plays it back to his own line to Williams. Williams will push it up ice. Richard will chip the puck in towards the far wall. Gets it back to the top of the zone. Rolling puck at the blue line for Williams. Comes down the left wing. Fires a shot and hit traffic at the right circle. And Cozens will skate it out to center ice. Played it ahead. Trying to get on the tape of the one-time late getting their last forward on the ice. The rolling puck picked up at the line, and the Hurricanes Cotton will send it into the Seattle zone. Wide of the net. No icing. Or will it be? It will be icing with those top units. Face off to the right of the Hurricanes net. Tied up in the slot. Kicked out to center ice. Ross will flip the puck in. Elmer trying to get on that puck behind the T-Bird goal. Left behind the net. Comes out near wing. Cozens trying to cut to the slot. Rolled free. Seattle takes off the other way. Bringing it onside. Volk into the net. Fires a shot. Coming back. Cozens got a stick on it. Blocked it. Picked off the back of the goal by Rybinski. Sweep it back top of the zone. Blowing the shot off the stick of Ashton. And it flicks out of play. And that'll stop.
Fans, go right now to metropolitanappliance.com/T-Birds and enter to win a new Bosch dishwasher of your very own. Better yet, head down to Metropolitan Appliance and enter in person. You'll see a
treat back on the puck. Mareshko at his own line. Quickly ahead. Flipped onside. Both teams changing. Seattle behind their own net. Lee out to center ice for Richards. Never got to him. Pushed by Ross. That one goes flying out of Richards and Rybinski. 1-0 Seattle. And they have the puck at their own blue line. And Philp will play it onside right wing. Rybinski drops it back. The shot on it blocked by the goaltender in front of the net. That chance from Tishka. Back in front. A shot by Rybinski. Tipped high. Chased off the line by Bauer. Dumped in front. Tipped in front by Philp. Wide at the left post. Philper had it taken off his stick by Cozens, but Bauer dumps it back on net from the line. Save again. Addison will take it from his goaltender, and Cozens tips it down into the Seattle zone. Bauer lets Tishka play it behind the net. Out from behind the goal. Meets pressure, and he reverses direct toward the Seattle blue line as the T-Birds looking to change up. Bricks will chip the puck in and head to the bench. Mareshko left it on the far side boards for Ross. Stripped to the puck there by Rybinski. Got it back to Richards. Richards in the slot, skates in. Richards shoots, and that one tipped wide in the glove side. Now Lethbridge will slide it out to center ice, but Philp is right there to pick it back and come onside. He tried to send it over to Rybinski, but it's taken the other way by Ross. Trying to drive the net, but Bauer poked it off his stick. Blue line Lesishin trying to feed the puck on net. Save on the pads. Rebound again in front. Nice job to lift the stick by Philp on that chance in front after the initial save by Ross. T-Birds slide it to center ice. Breaking up ice is Rybinski into the zone. Driving, spinning, waiting, holding. Fired it back to Richards a little behind, and it comes out of the zone. Back to center ice. Seattle's Richards out. Kowalski will take the face-off. Dumped it to the corner for Lee. Lee trying to whip it up and does get it past Mareshko all the way down ice. Tedechuk out of his net, holds it behind the goal. Mareshko will pick it up. And the big 6'5" D-man will skate his way to center ice. Played it up by right wing boards. Into the zone with the puck is Elmer. Drives to the slot. The shot scored. We're tied at 1. And that's Dylan Cozens. Well, we won't mind if the result's the same because Seattle won that game 2-1. And Addison got it to center ice, but it picked off at the Seattle blue line by Kubicek. Simon on the near wall will lift it up to his blue line, looking for Rybinski. It's tipped back toward the Seattle line, brought in by Barlagi. Dumped it behind the T-Bird net. Kubicek giving chase, picked up instead by Cozens. Trying to cycle it down low for Ross. Hammered there by Lee. Rybinski worked it free to Philp, breaking the other way 3-on-2. Elmer gets back as Philp drives in. He runs into the hit by Elmer. They both collide. The puck comes loose. Pinching it off the left wing boards. Lee kept it on side, but Lethbridge will rolling up to center ice. A headman pass tipped into the Seattle zone. Elmer dropped it back in the slot. Shot by Ross on goal. Saved by Ross of Seattle. Richards overskates the puck on the wall. Picked up by Ross. Again, snaps his shot under pressure high as he got challenged in front by Kubicek. Ross behind the T-Bird net. Trying to work it to the far wall. And it rolls past the stick of Cotton to center ice. Back in the neutral zone, Prefontaine will dip it in. Face off to the right of Ross, who made another big save at the right post. Canes have it top of the zone. Pressure by Richards as they try to work it in deep. To the corner, he goes after the puck, but kept there on the wall by Boyko. Fed into the wall, Cozens stripped to the puck, trying to get it back on the boards against the pressure by Philp. Feeds the blue line, Mareshko. Back to Cozens. At the right circle, turns it back to the half wall. Looking to send it back to the line, he does for Mareshko. Mareshko to Cozens on the circle right of the goal. Looking to get through traffic, looking for that backdoor feed. Instead goes back to Mareshko at the line. Feeds it across to Elmer at the near circle. Snap to the back post side. Goaltender down. The shot blocked by the T-Birds as Ross gets back up. Elmer has it. Blue line. Mareshko feeds it far circle. Cozens looking for a seam. Holds the puck down low. One-time shot on net and Ross saved. And now Tishka works the puck out of his own zone. He'll drop it back to Philp, but Philp has to cut across back to his own blue line to get that errant pass. Takes it behind his own net, being shadowed by Cozens. Works it up the line and almost intercepted by Cozens bouncing. Tishka has to play it. 1:05 to go on the power play. Tishka, a headman feed to Volkin. Volkin breaking left wing is onside. Works it in deep. From the left boards, works it back to the top of the zone. At the point, waiting for it, Tishka. Feeds it across to Wedman. It bounces to the near wing for Philp. Philp trying to get it back on the wall for Wedman. Wedman coming off the half wall to the net. He goes, snaps one on goal. Rebound in front. Still loose. Comes back on the wing. Now back up top. Tishka blasting a shot. And he wills. Cozens on the draw. Tied up by Seattle, but it's worked back to the near wing for Mareshko. Cutting to the high zone is Koluski. Almost got kneed. No call. He gets back up to play the puck and get it to center ice, though. And dump it all the way to the Lethbridge zone where Mareshko will go back to get it. Takes it behind his own goal. Long pass into the Seattle zone on the tape of Barloghi. Trying to get behind the defense. He comes in. Pet save made again by the goal. Second period. On the face-off, Bellerive goes to the blue line to Addison. He'll feed it across to Henry. Back to Addison. Left side for Bellerive. Bellerive tried to go to Cozens, tipped off the stick of Volkin, kept in by Henry on the wing now to Cozens. Back to Henry. Blue line Addison. Back to Henry. Backdoor feed and is misplayed by Bellerive. He gets it back to the top of the line. Addison with a puck. Looking to get to the slot with it. Feeds it right circle for Cozens down low. Back up to Henry. Now Addison with a puck to Henry for the one-time blast. And high off the glass. It'll roll up the board to the line. Kept in by Addison. 8 seconds on the 5-on-3. Addison to Henry. Dumped it backside post again looking for Bellerive. It may hit T-Bird's stick. First penalty is over. Shot went wide. It kicks back to the line. Addison racing to get it out of the box is Richards. Loose puck in front. Blasted on goal. Saved by Ross. And Wedman will flip it out of the zone. Behind the play, Richards. Short-handed chance. 2-on-0. Snaps a shot. And his save is made. I don't think Richards knew that Volkin was behind him. That would have been a 2-on-0. So he did the wise thing. He took it to the net. Still a minute to go on the power play here for Lethbridge, though. As Seattle has it behind their own goal. Rolls in front off the stick of Lee. And you have that video review system. Anything even close to being controversial, you got it, use it. Here's the puck tipped in as the Canes again trying to get behind the T-Bird defense. Tied up at the side of the net. Lethbridge. Cozens has it on the wing. Goes blue line. The shot high on goal and Ross able while killing off that last Lethbridge penalty. 2 short-handed breakaways. And could not convert on those opportunities. So it's a matter of finishing your chances. And Seattle's created a number of them. As it's poked to the Lethbridge line. Cozens back to pick it up. Working up ahead to his blue line to Cozens. He'll come to the Seattle line and dump it in. Ross out of his crease to play it behind the Seattle goal. Fed it right side for Rybinski. Chased off the wall to Philp. Breaking to the way with Richards. Being pursued by Elmer as it dumped in. Tedicek out of his crease. Knocked it into the Seattle zone. This should be an icing call coming up on Lethbridge. It will be with 4:40. By around the clock, a certified residential leasing and management real estate company. Puck tipped across the Seattle blue line by Rock. They they play like they're longtime rivals who meet 12 times per season. Lee will chip the puck out to center ice. Kukucha and Rybinski are onside. Kukucha driving toward loose puck in front of the net, but Cozens gets back, good position to pull it away. He's lost the puck under pressure by Rybinski. Knocked behind the Canes goal, and Lethbridge looks to break out. With a minute to go in the period, they dump it onside. Tipped across to the near sideboards, and a shot from the severe angle by Cozens went wide. Back up top of the line for Addison. Addison shot through traffic, knocked down outside the left post by Kubicek. Taken behind the goal, battling back there for Seattle, Jake Lee. Worked it to the half wall, picked up by Cozens. Dylan Cozens working to the top of the zone, throws a shot on net, blocked in on goal. And Richards and Rybinski on the wings. Philp rolls it back toward his blue line. Ross chased it for Cozens, but out of his reach in the slot. Cozens chipped it behind the T-Bird net. Bauer poked it back on the wall. Cozens trying to keep the puck in, got it deep down the boards. Trying to turn and shoot at Elmer. Behind the net for Cozens, coming out from behind the net far wall. The puck rolls away from him. Rybinski battling, pulls it off the boards and takes it to center ice. Chopped to the neutral zone, but stripped back by Elmer. Brings it back onside for Cozens on the half wall. Rolls off his stick. Tishka trying to get the puck free down low. Goes blue line. Moresco steps into the slot, fires a shot wide to the near post, and that comes off the inboards. Read well by Ross. Into center ice by Elmer. Stolen back by Philp. Onside with the puck, feed it in front. Rybinski can't get it back to his forehand. Under pressure there by Palifko. And Addison will slide it out to his line. And a big hit on Cozens there at center ice by Richards. Knocked it away. Here's Addison gaining the Seattle zone. Cutting to the slot with a puck. Snapping a shot. Save is made. Rebound loose. Poked in. We're tied. Addison will get an assist. The problem there is Addison was able to cut right to the high slot. No one played the body. As a dump in front. Seattle with it, holding it behind their own net. They'll play it in deep. Tedicuk out of his net, can't get it behind the net. Richards does. Behind the goal, left it back there. Rybinski tied up, trying to work the puck loose. Cotton dug it free, and here come the Canes the other way to center ice. Ross. He'll work it onside, dump it to the slot. Drop there, shot by Cozens, went high and wide. Rybinski on the half wall, rolls it to the line, kept in by Cotton. Pressured there at the line by Wedman, knocked it to center ice. Can't get through traffic. Picked up by Ross in the neutral zone, skate it back in. Dropped it back on the wing. Picked up by Elmer, fires his shot on goal. Save is made by Ross. The puck comes loose. On the half board, Seattle will skate it out. Wedman trying to drop it on side left wing. A drive the net. Volkin coming in. Jerry Leon shot at the back post and 9.
Visit BuckleshootCasino.com for ticket information. Don't miss Catch a Fire live Thursday, January 31st and Friday, February 1st. Buckleshoot Casino, the biggest and best in the Northwest.
Seattle on their second power play of the game. They're 1 for 1. Wilson for interference at 7:58. Seattle trying to get the puck in deep. Richards along the near boards has it. Pressure there by Moresco and Cozens gets the puck and clears it down ice again. Wedman out for Seattle to take the draw against Cozens. Flips it back to Lee. Lee at his own blue line, looking to push the puck up. Out of his own zone, the stretch feed to center ice, right wing, skated in by Williams. Holds the blue line on the left point. Now work it down deep, but threw it behind Volkin, who knocks it behind the net for Wedman. Wedman gets taken off the puck by Cozens. Slides it out to Addison. Roughing minors, by the way, on those penalties. Puck at center ice. Cozens battling to get it back. Cozens works it back to his own blue line for Moresco. Right in front of his own goal, down to our left. Cozens ranked in the top 10 for the upcoming NHL draft. In fact, I believe in some draft rankings, he's the highest ranked Western Hockey League players. His shot from him from time to time. Get a chance to score, and you just miss. Seattle back on side with the puck in the slot with it. At the top of the zone, Richards. They're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Driving it at Williams in front for Wedman. He's tied up. It comes back to the blue line to Lee. He'll throw one wide. Behind the net, Wedman comes around at the backside post. Has it at the left circle. Trying to work it all the way to the top of the zone. Feed the slot to the man off the bench, but he couldn't get it to the stick of Volkin. It's cleared to center ice. Cozens tipped it to the Seattle line. Koleski will take the face-off against Cozens. Knocked it behind his own net for Williams. Flip it up the boards for Carpendale, who earlier in the period hit the post on a chance. Tishka, who scored back in the second for Seattle with the puck, coming out of the Seattle zone. Trying to work it up and get it in deep. He does. Tedicek jumps out of his crease. Played behind the net. Carpenter knocked it free behind the goal. Kukucha. Carpenter brought in front, and it comes right through the crease and cleared again to center ice. Brought in by Elmer behind the T-Bird net, racing to the puck. Ross. Williams trying to tie him up on the boards right of the Seattle net. Williams pulled it behind his own goal. Puts on the brakes against pressure by Ross. Got it to Tishka. Tishka looking ahead to center ice. Dumped in by Seattle. Played behind the net by Addison with Seattle changing. Canes rolling the puck along the near boards for Cotton. He'll get it to center ice for Ross. Worked it onside. Cozens to the slot. Dump it on net. Blocked. Played on the wing by Henry. His shot blocked on the half. Lusky against Cozens. Cozens turns it back into his own zone. Picked up there by Palifko. Looking to work it across for Wilson. Wilson will get it to center ice. It bounces off of Elmer, and the T-Birds chip it back to the way. Palifko quickly fired it back to the Seattle line. Picked up at center ice by Carpendale. Chipping at the puck. It bounces. Not a lot of shots on goal. There's one off the post that's not counted as a shot on goal. There's a puck behind the T-Bird net. Worked back behind the net by the Canes. Blocked by Seattle. Wedman flipped it out. Racing back to get it at his own blue line is Addison. Quick fire back to the way. Glove down at center ice. Picked up by Cozens. Coming onside. Looking to drive. Works it to the half wall. Holds it to the slot. Addison cuts to the right circle. The blast on net high. And it'll kick back to Addison on the wing. Kept it in the zone. Dumped it behind the net. Wedman stripped it off the stick of the player. And the T-Birds get it to center ice. But they can't get possession of the puck. Shot back in. Out along. And there's a puck dumped back to Lee. He'll feed it over. Blasted in by Philp. Moreshko trying to work it out. T-Birds trying to tie it up behind the net. Vulcan racing in a loose puck. To the corner, Prefontaine up the boards, trying to keep it in. Seattle can't at the line. It's back to center ice, 20 seconds. Played onside. Wedman has it down low. 15 seconds. Wedman goes blue line. Tishka throws a shot. That one deflected. Wedman behind the net. Trying to turn under pressure by Cousin. Dumped in front. Richard snapped it wide. Wedman gets it back off the back of the net. 2 seconds, 1 second. Poked away, and that'll be cleared, and that'll do it. Lethbridge holds on.